What is up, you guys? Pete Carlo here, and today we're going to talk about Tesla. Two pieces of big news have come out over this past weekend. We're going to go over both of them. The first is the price hike that they have done on some of their vehicles, as well the massive 100,000 EV deal that they have done with Hertz Rental Company. So we're going to go over it. We're also going to go over the price of Tesla, my 6-month forecast, and ultimately, would I be buying Tesla here? And how do I see both of these pieces of news affecting the company long term? Hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell. And if you haven't already, go ahead and become a part of our free Discord. There's tons of free stuff over there. You guys get access to all of my long-term investments for free. I live stream with the team every single Friday. You also get access to our free courses, which we have an introduction to the stock market course as well. You also get access to our technical analysis option bot. So go check it out. Now let's look at the first piece, and the least important piece, we'll get this out of the way, is that Tesla did raise prices on 4 of their EVs yesterday. So the Model 3 and Model Y are $2,000 more, and the Model S and Model X are $5,000 more. That is really just the news. I did want to bring it up because from a fundamental standpoint, that is good. You have to realize that number one, labor costs are going up very, very high in the past couple of months, and probably for the next couple of months prior into the future, the next couple of years even potentially. But what you have to realize as well is the fact that the chip shortage is affecting the company, even though doesn't seem it's to the extent that a lot of people had initially expected. It is still affecting them, and the raising of the prices an extra $2,000 to $5,000 does help a lot with that. Now, $2,000 on a Model 3 and a Model Y is really not that big of a deal, and $5,000 on like the Model X and S to me is not that big of a deal either. If you're going to end up spending $100,000 on a car, is an extra $5,000 really going to kill you? No, but is that extra $5,000 really going to make an impact on the balance sheet for the company as well as the income statement? Yes, it will. So ultimately, good news for them. The only way for them to make more money, obviously, is sell more cars. They're not having a problem with that. It's just demand supply issues right now, and also to raise the prices. They can't really do anything about supply chain issues right now, but they can raise the prices a little bit, which does end up helping with that. Then the other massive piece of news for this company is that Tesla shares are on the rise right now after Hertz says it will buy 100,000 electric vehicles, and this was within the next 14 months. So we're going to go through the article, but it's within the next 14 months, and it is nearly $4.2 billion in revenue for Tesla within the next 14 months, which is massive. So before we get into the actual article, one major thing to think about. A lot of people are like, well, why would Hertz do this? Hertz is a bankrupt company. First of all, they did come out of bankruptcy in June, so they are no longer a bankrupt company. And the second thing is, for Hertz, this is a good deal in my opinion. Because number one, if you're going to go and you're going to take a rental car, which is like a dinosaur business at this point anyway now, because you can use things like Uber or even like Toro, I think is the other app where you can just, basically borrow somebody's car. You're going to want to do it for a specific reason. So if you're going to go to a Hertz or an Enterprise and you're going to have the chance to get like an old Toyota Camry or even a newer Toyota Camry or like a Ford Taurus or a Tesla Model 3, potentially even a Tesla Model Y, because they're not going to go buying the X's and S's, I don't believe. You're always going to pick the Tesla, even if it's like an extra $10, $20 a day. You're always going to pick the Tesla because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I've always wanted to try a Tesla. This is my chance. So that's one good reason. The other thing is there's a lot safer. There are a lot of, the AI is much safer, even though there are crashes. There are a lot less crashes with AI than there are with humans. So the AI makes the car a lot safer. The sensors make the car a lot safer. On top of that too, the cars break down a lot less and are actually more reliable. From a quality control issue, yes, there are issues with these cars with a quality control problem, but when I say that they are more reliable, you have to realize with an internal combustion engine, I believe there's like 127 moving parts because you have things like transmission, you have pistons, you have a drivetrain, you have all of these things that move that engine. But when you have an electric vehicle, there's like 7 to 10, I believe, moving parts within an engine of a vehicle. So there's no oil changes, which is not that big of a deal, but there is no oil changes. There's no coolant that you have to worry about. There's none of these things that you normally have to do from a internal combustion engine standpoint. So that is a really, really good thing for them. And then potentially the insurance for the vehicles could go a bit lower, even though they are more expensive cars. Like I said, they are a lot safer. So a great deal for them, in my personal opinion. and a great deal for Tesla. But let's go through the article. Tesla's share soared 7% following the news that Hertz will order 100,000 vehicles to build an electric EV rental fleet. The news of the deal briefly brought the stock of Tesla to up to more than $970 early morning in trading. If you guys are traders, this channel is more for long-term investors, but if you are a trader, go watch the video that I made yesterday, which is funny. Before this news was even a thing, I said Tesla 1,000 by the end of the week just from trading technicals. Then we ended up getting this news, so good move there. Let's see. The deal comes from more than a year after Hertz filed for bankruptcy protection during the height of the pandemic, as demand for travel and rental vehicles initially dropped. News of the deal brought the stock. We talked about that. The deal will bring in a reported $4.2 billion for Tesla, its largest purchase ever of its vehicles. Tesla could not be reached for a comment. Bloomberg also reported the cars are slated for delivery within the next 14 months and will be available for customers in the US and parts of Europe as early as November, according to the People. The deal comes 1 year, like we said, after their bankruptcy protection. They are out of it now, which is very good. So 14 months, $4.2 billion. That is massive. And think about it this way, that's just Hertz. Imagine Enterprise, all these other rental companies. That is a really, really good piece of news for Tesla. And if we look at the price of Tesla right now, we actually hit $981 at one point. So if you are a long-term investor in Tesla, this is just more bullish news for you. Now, the question, would I actually be buying Tesla today? No, I would not be entering a long-term position in Tesla today. If I had a long-term position in Tesla already, yes, of course, let it run. I am sour that I sold my shares a couple of years ago. I made a very, very good return. But at the end of the day, this is great for Tesla. This is great for anyone who's holding it long-term. But short-term, even after this news today, the valuation is a little rich if you're not already in this position. So if you're somebody who got in, at $400, $500, $600, like, you're doing a great job. This, I will say that I was a bear on Tesla for a very long time, even back before the breakout in like 2018. And back around 2020 is when it really broke out. But back in 2019, pre-split, I was buying Tesla at 198, 199 at those lows, which would be about like $44, $45 right now after the split. And I was buying it because I was like, listen, man, like I didn't really believe in the company long term, but I was like, this company is worth the risk at this valuation. But they have really done well. And me as somebody who was a bear, like I will say, like they have done really well, and the future is looking really good for this company. If they can get quality issues in check, if they can get their margins in check, I really like this company. If you're a long-term investor, congratulations, you're killing it. Great news for Tesla, guys. As always, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and check out the Discord down below. Like I said, it is completely free, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.